Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, today is another day, and last we talked about air pollution. We talked about air pollution in social studies, and our main topic is environmental degradation. Environmental degradation. So in air pollution now we've learned a lot. So now you know the causes, the effect, and ways to control air pollution. Thank you. That one is right. Now let's come back to water pollution, which is one aspect of environmental degradation. Water pollution. Water pollution. When you talk of water pollution, what comes into your mind? When you talk about water pollution, what comes into your mind? You know that there are a lot of substances that pollute the water, our various forms of water. Okay, so the main sources of water pollution, okay, or the main sources of water are rainfall, lakes, rivers, streams, and wells. These are our main sources of water. Okay, we have rainfall, lakes, rivers, streams, and wells. These are our main sources of water. Okay, water is important to all living things, including man. Water is important to all living things, including man, meaning that every living organism, okay, needs water for its survival. Every living organism needs water for its survival. Okay, it is used for domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. Water is used for domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. When you talk of domestic, you know, in our various homes we use water, okay, in washing, cooking, cleansing, drinking. Okay, we use water in doing those things. Those are the domestic part of using water. And if you come to industrial, we are talking about our various industries, factories, companies using water for production. They use water for manufacturing. Okay, those are for industrial purposes. If you use water for manufacturing or production of goods, okay, it is part of industrial. If you come to agricultural purposes, that one you know already. In farming, okay, we need water. We need irrigation methods in doing what? In farming. So in agriculture too, we need water. So it is used for domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. Okay, let's come to the next line. Sometimes people pollute the water, which allows dirt and germs that are harmful to human health to enter into the water. Sometimes people pollute the water, okay, by allowing dirt, germs that are harmful to human health to enter into the water bodies. Therefore, we are saying that we must prevent unwanted substances, okay, from entering into our various water. It becomes harmful to human health, okay. It becomes harmful to human health. Therefore, we should prevent things, unwanted substances, or end products from entering into our various water bodies. Then the next point, the most painful aspect is that in many rural areas in the country, people use the same water for drinking, bathing, and washing of clothes. Okay, in many rural areas in the country, people use the same water for drinking, bathing, and then what? Washing of clothes. And you can imagine that if the same water is used for bathing, washing of clothes, and then what? Drinking, and this water is being polluted, you can get me right that it is not good for our human health, our human conditions. It is not good for us. It will let us get sick. Okay, it will allow us to get sick, and then it will affect our health system. Okay, so we are saying that all these activities reduces the quality of the water. These are activities of contamination. Okay, it reduces the quality of what? Water that we have. It reduces the quality of the water that we have. Therefore, we should make sure that we make water to be clean all the time. Oh. Then, if so, what then is water pollution? If so, what then is water pollution? Then we are going to look at the definition of water pollution. Looking at the diagram there, looking at the diagram posted there, you could see that there are a lot of things, okay? There are a lot of materials, okay, which have been dumped into the water bodies. And such a water body, do you think it is good or safe to drink this type of water? No. I know you may tell me no. No, because there are a lot of materials which have been dumped into the water body. Therefore, it is not safe for drinking nor washing. Okay. Then what then is water pollution? Water pollution is the contamination of water by foreign materials. Water pollution is the contamination of water by foreign materials such as dumping of oil, fecal matter, chemicals, refuse, etc. Dumping of what? Oil, fecal matter, chemicals, refuse, etc. If you talk of contamination, you know when these things are dumped into water bodies, we have contaminated the river. Okay, and when dumping of oil, when there is a water body or a river or a lake, and there is a leakage of oil, okay, into that water, you will see that the oil cannot mix with the water. Therefore, the oil will be on top of the water. Therefore, that water is not safe for drinking. That water is not safe for manufacturing. Okay, so we are saying that dumping of oil, that one we have explained already. Fecal matter. If you talk of fecal matter, we are talking about feces. Okay, feces, the solid form of feces. On say a janai, excuse me, say a janai, say a daho, not a bobo. I send the bobo no, and the fecal matter. Okay, the solid form of what? Feces. We call it fecal matter. Therefore, when there is fecal matter, okay, when it comes into contact with water body or water bodies, it contaminates the water body. Therefore, it makes it difficult for drinking. Okay, we have chemicals such as DDT, dynamite, etc. Those chemicals, when they are into our various water or into our various lakes, sea, it is difficult for us to get a good health when we see those things in our various water bodies. We have refuse. As you could see, there are refuse in the water body. Therefore, we are saying that water pollution comes into contact with what? Contamination, okay, by foreign materials, and these foreign materials are there already. Therefore, as you know this already, I'm telling you point blank that we have to do certain things. Okay, we have to do certain things in order to prevent our water bodies from contamination or from pollution. We have to do certain things. And what do we have to do? Let's come to the causes. What causes water pollution? Okay, as the water is being polluted, or as rivers, lakes are being polluted, there are a lot of things, a lot of factors that are taken into consideration before the water is being polluted. So let's see the causes of water pollution. One, the discharge of industrial chemicals into water bodies. And what are we saying about this point? We are saying that waste materials from industries, okay, waste products, unwanted materials from industries causes water pollution. They do this by releasing or discharging large volumes of waste and dead liquid into nearby rivers, lakes, streams, seas, Okay, we are saying that when substances or materials, waste materials are being discharged in large quantities, okay, or in large volumes into our nearby rivers, streams, seas, we have contaminated or polluted the water. We are saying that areas in Ghana where this water pollutions, okay, are mostly effective are Accra, Tema, Takrady, etc. Accra, Tema, Takrady. These are our industrial areas. These are areas where industries are set up in large quantities. Therefore, water pollution is also more in those areas. Water pollution is more in those areas. Therefore, we have to take note. Then the next point is poor fishing methods and the use of dangerous chemicals. Poor fishing methods and the use of dangerous chemicals. What do we mean by poor fishing methods and dangerous chemicals? We are saying that the practice of bad or poor fishing methods, like the use of poisonous chemicals, okay, in fishing. When we use poor fishing methods or the practice of bad fishing methods, okay, if we talk of bad fishing practice or poor fishing methods, then we are talking about using poisonous chemicals to fish, okay, and these poisonous chemicals are DDT, and the DDT, the full meaning is dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. I'm saying it again. The poisonous chemicals, okay, one of them is dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. Okay, these are one of the chemicals, and then the second one is dynamite. So we use DDT, dynamite, etc. to cause what? Water pollution. Those things cause water pollution. They cause water pollution. Therefore, we must take note of the poisonous chemicals. It is not good, or it is harmful to the body. It is harmful to the body. Therefore, we have to take note of these chemicals when we are fishing. Okay. The next point is the spilling of oil into water bodies. The spilling of oil into water bodies. What does this mean? It means that when there is a spilling or a leakage of petroleum products into water bodies, okay, when there is a leakage of petroleum products into water bodies, one may ask, how can there be a leakage? We are saying this happens when ships if you bridge at the fan one at the oil bar, a bit the oil bar, okay, when these ships carry oil, okay, from abroad, or when they are transporting oil into Africa, okay, they pass through the sea, and we are saying that when there is a leakage, say ship no baby and say tanker, say container no baby, container na oil ni gum, say who baby pone and fiti pair, there will be a leakage. And we are saying that when these ships, okay, which carry oil, okay, develop leakages, okay, there will be water pollution, because as the ship is coming along, the oil is spilling into the river, okay, which is not good to our health. And we are also saying that the oil then leaks into the sea, causing water pollution. The oil leaks into the sea, causing water pollution. Okay, and when there is when there are leakages, and you know that water does not mix totally with oil, therefore the oil will be on top of the water, and the aquatic animals in water, okay, it becomes poisonous to them, and it is also not safe for drinking. Okay, then let's go to the next point. Dumping of solid and liquid waste into water bodies. You know that I've shown you a picture where there are a lot of materials, okay, being dumped into that water body or into that river, and you know the way that thing is. You know the way we have seen the way the whole thing is. we are saying that it is not good for our health. Okay, so when domestic waste, both liquid and solid, okay, are sometimes thrown into water bodies, which lead to the practice of water pollution. When these things happens, we are saying that it leads to water pollution because of the damping, okay, of the solid and then liquid materials. Let's go to dredging is the use of chemicals such as mercury and cyanide, okay, which are used to wash minerals such as gold, diamond, etc., are found along riverbeds. Okay, we are saying that dredging means using chemicals such as mercury and cyanide to wash minerals like gold, diamond, bauxite. What are we talking about here? We are saying that say to gold, to diamond, the chemicals and the chemicals say the actual gold, and we are saying that those chemicals are mercury and cyanide, and if these chemicals are being used to wash gold, diamond and other things, okay, we do these things too at the river bank, okay, at the river bank, or we found these things are found along riverbeds, okay, and these things are poisonous and harmful to human health, because the same river, the same lake, the same stream being used as water to wash gold and diamond is the same river or lake that we drink. Okay, we drink those contaminated rivers, lakes. Okay, you know that we drink those water bodies, and we are saying that those things are poisonous and harmful to human health. They are poisonous and harmful to human health. Therefore, we have to take note of that. The last point is seepage. Seepage. What is seepage? The moment we hear the word seepage, then you know we are going to use agrochemicals, fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, and the likes. Okay. So we are saying that seepage is the use of agrochemicals, fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, and the likes to pollute both surface and underground water. You know, when fertilizers are used, you know, nowadays we use fertilizers in what? In planting, so that we can have a good harvest. We use fertilizers so that our crops will grow well, and we are saying that we use it excessively. We use fertilizers excessively. So we are saying that the use of fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, okay, when we use those things both on surface and then underground water is being polluted, because the surface and underground water is being polluted because we are saying that when these fertilizers are used, okay, they are on top of the soil. So when it rains or when rain falls, it washes away these chemicals into our various water bodies. So we are saying that it is important to note that excessive use of fertilizer makes underground water acidic, because the chemicals contains what? The chemicals contain acid. Therefore, when these excessive use of fertilizers, okay, are being washed on the surface of the earth into our water bodies, our underground water becomes acidic. And you know, if you have an acidic water, it is never good, or it is harmful to the body, to human body as well. Okay, therefore these are some of the causes of water pollution. We have the discharge of industrial chemicals into water bodies. We have poor fishing methods and the use of dangerous chemicals. We have spilling of oil into water bodies, and I told you, when you hear the word spilling, it means there is a leakage somewhere. Then we have dumping of solid and liquid waste into water bodies, as I've shown you in the picture. okay, the way materials are being dumped into water bodies. We are saying that we should desist from that. We should stop doing that, so that we can get pure water. We can get the water to be pure. Okay. Then we have dredging. Dredging is when we use chemicals such as mercury and cyanide, okay, to wash minerals such as gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, and etc. Okay. And we are saying that seepage too is when we use fertilizers, herbicides, etc. Okay. And we know that excessive use of those things pollute the water we drink. It makes the water acidic. Thank you very much for listening to me. If there is any question, please chat me privately so that I can explain to you very well. I know you are cooperating and you are learning as well. Thank you very much for listening. Therefore, we shall meet next week.